Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. I really missed you guys. So I should be back from my work trip on Saturday. So after that, we're gonna go right back to daily videos, and I'm really excited for the new patch. I've been looking at some of the reveals on my phone and things look really great. Kai'Sa looks amazing, and I think she's gonna be busted. There's gonna be at least one deck that's gonna be busted with her and her support. But enough about that. We're gonna continue with more gameplay videos here. And today I wanted to bring you guys an interesting deck that I saw a Brazilian player called Sudrakon win a tournament with. So there's been this Mystic Shot podcast tournaments happening all week in preparation for the seasonal. And I think Sudrakon participated in one of those. I think it was might have been Monday, might have been Monday or Tuesday. And they brought this interesting Plunder list that doesn't play Gangplank to win the whole thing. So pretty much, it's literally Sejuani Gangplank. It said that you replace Gangplank for the full Illaoi package. So instead of playing Gangplank and like Sap and playing for the Gangplank win condition, you're going for like, obviously, your Anakaboros, Tentacle Smash, Illaoi, Seize Boys, and Watchful Idol. So that Illaoi Tentacle package gives you kind of like an alternate win condition. Now it gives you some additional removal that you wouldn't have before because of Tentacle Smash. Gives you some additional draw that you wouldn't have before because of Anakaboros. And obviously Illaoi and the Tentacles can become a really big threat all on their own if the opponent cannot do anything about it. On top of the Tentacle and Illaoi package, you still have your typical cards that you play in the Sejuani Gangplank list. So stuff like Jagged Butcher, right? Parley, Black Market Merchant, Make It Rain, Marai Warden. These are all cards that obviously the units are there to try to push that damage early, to try to level up Sejuani early. And you have your Nap to be able to, steal the opponent's own cards and kind of steal their own win condition, as well as Warning Shot, Parley, and Make It Rain to be able to level up Sejuani and actually trigger there. Together with that, we do have the Yodo Grifter as well, which again kind of works towards advancing our Sejuani level up, as well as giving us more Warning Shot. And then we kind of finish up with Riptide Reds, right? Riptide Reds got buff. Obviously, if you play Gangplank here, it's a little bit awkward because obviously you want to play the Gangplank bow and you might want to play Riptide, but I think that puts your mana cost a little bit too heavy. So the Riptide Reds is nice here because you're no longer running GP, you don't have to run the Gangplank bow. So now you can play 2 Riptides or even 3 sometimes and not feel too bad about it. Because if you guys don't remember, before Riptide Reds got nerfed about 2 years ago now, he used to be played in Plunder because he was actually very good when he's dealing 7 kind of barrage. But enough about that. And obviously, the very last card that we haven't touched any Sejuani. So that's our only failure card. And that's the only reason that we play solely the failure cards is to allow us to actually hit the Yodo Grifter efficiently most times, hit it the most times that we can and not miss that allegiance. And obviously Sejuani is there because she can lock down the board. Now, this deck kind of makes sense in a meta where you're having a lot of mid-range type of decks, which is what we're on right now. Because you can lock down the opponent if you're able to level up Sejuani. So think about stuff like Aphelios, right? Stuff like, really, it's not as good against Nami TF because they can always buff up their units after you freeze them. But against Aphelios, imagine you do the Wind and Light, you completely shut that down with a Sejuani that's leveled up. Even against like Action Renekton, for example, usually they go for like a big Papercraft combo. If you're able to have Sejuani leveled up, you're able to stop that, right? Because he goes through the Spell Shield, so he stops the Ruin Runner even though she has Spell Shield. So that's why this makes sense in this meta. And why I'm guessing that Sudrakon won the tournament with it. Really interesting take on Plunder, and I feel like I had to showcase it to you guys because I always love the Plunder deck, and this is a really nice way to kind of mix it up. But anyways, enough about that. As always, if you like the content, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to us. We post LoR videos every single day usually. We'll be back on Sunday with another video. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the games, and I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Bard Illaoi, and we're going against Kever. So Kever is playing, if he's playing Bard Illaoi, I'm guessing they're playing to turbo level Bard, right? So you can level up Bard in a single, like in 2 turns by playing the slot bot. That would be the only reason that would make sense for me to play the deck that he's playing. We can keep the Jagged Butcher as like an early blocker, and Sejuani is going to be really good at like locking them down. Tentacle Smash is also really good. Oh, that's a good draw. Because we can now do this and advance Sejuani right away. Opponent could easily just block though with the Tentacle, which is kind of annoying. So opponent could just block here with the Tentacle, but that means, oh, they don't. Wow. So Tentacle Smash, I guess, will be our out. We can always block that Tentacle guy. Right? We will have to Tentacle Smash here.
A beautiful day for sailing.
This is interesting here. Because we can Tentacle Smash. We can Tentacle Smash either the Tentacle or the Seas Boys. Tentacle Smashing the Tentacle means that he doesn't have a big tentacle anymore for the future, which is going to be really annoying, because if he gets another overwhelm, we're going to be in trouble. If he gets Illaoi, we're going to be in trouble. But doing this on the tentacle doesn't even matter that much, because the opponent just always has access to... I don't like this. I really don't like this. I think we kind of just lose now. I think either way was pretty bad for us. Because now, yeah, now he's going to have a 5-5 tentacle here. Right? We're not able to really attack next turn. Which is kind of annoying. Well, this is not bad, actually. It's a pretty good one. And if the opponent gets Illaoi right here, they got the Illaoi. Unfortunately, they got exactly the Illaoi, which is kind of annoying. We can do this at least, but stop this from triggering. Does he have anything to punish this for with one mana? But this still goes up to 6, and this is gonna go up to 7, right? What if we just attack? What if we just attack? Opponent blocks here, but then that means that the Illaoi is gonna level up next turn, right? I think I'm just trying to see which... Maybe we should just open attack first. I'm trying to kill his tentacle when he attacks with the Illaoi. It does mean that his Illaoi will level up though. But I'm guessing we can kill the Illaoi with the Sejuani. By doing it this way now, we definitely cannot, right? So whatever. So we'll go ahead and do this. Let's just trigger this. Let's just level up the Sejuani. Opponent's gonna level up the Illaoi, which means that our Sejuani is gonna die to the Tentacle Smash. Well, I guess not really. I guess we have to just kill the Tentacle, but opponent's gonna still have access to the Illaoi level up. If we... That's so unfortunate. We need to keep mana for Make It Rain. We need to keep mana for Make It Rain. Yeah, I think we're just gonna straight up lose, to be honest. Well... We're gonna have to kill that. We're gonna have to kill that tentacle with Sejuani, I think, right? So for us to kill that tentacle with Sejuani, do we actually need to Make It Rain? I don't know if we do. I think we can just Sejuani. We have burst speed blockers next turn, right? Sejuani gets buffed up here. So she's gonna be a 7. We do it here because that way we don't lose to a Tentacle Smash, right? But if the opponent has a Tentacle Smash, he's able to kill this and buff this up. So we're not even able to push the overwhelm damage. Okay, it doesn't happen. Next turn we're gonna have to hit a Hail Mary Make It Rain for us to survive. I guess that's not true. Well, I guess it is. Yeah, it is. We're gonna have to hit a Hail Mary Make It Rain to be able to stop his attack. Because we have blockers for 2 things. Well, for 3 things, technically. I guess we have the overwhelms and the Illaoi actually technically cannot kill us. So I guess we don't have to do the Make It Rain first. We can do the Iron Akaboros, right? The only concern is if the Chimes hit any of his higher gun or any of his other units. Because we can block Illaoi with Sejuani. Block the Bard with the Elusive, for example, and block one of the higher guns with the Iron Akaboros and have Make It Rain available. He hits 2 of them. So we can block this higher gun then, right? And the Bard. Tentacle Smash right now? You'll be warned? This is so interesting. Because if we commit the Make It Rain right now, so Jibby War means that he can actually pull this with one of these guys, right? One of these girls, sorry. Ha. Because I don't think it's correct to do the parley just yet. I think it has to be a Hail Mary Make It Rain. Because this is my concern. If we do the parley right now, right? So the Illaoi is going to go up to 3 attack. We know that. Well, we lose, right? It's just going to be exactly 4 because the Illaoi has overwhelm. This is not a blocker against the Illaoi. The only blocker that I have against the Illaoi is this. But if I do the parley right now and the opponent has like a Tentacle Smash, then the Illaoi gets big enough. Yeah, so I think it just has to be Make It Rain. I think either we hit the Make It Rain or we bust. It's either Make It Rain or bust. Because we have to do the Make It Rain after the opponent already attacks. We could also top deck into a parley, or I mean, sorry, we could also top deck into a warning shot, or the second Make It Rain to make it easier. So if he has it, he has it. It doesn't matter which way I block. In which case, I want to just do as much damage as possible, like here. Okay, we hit the Nexus. Woo! All right, we made it. We got there. We should have also hit the bar, by the way, but it is what it is. We got there. We really need other stuff, though. Tentacles match here could be annoying, but it's not enough to kill our Sejuani either. I think I need to do the Riptide Reds, right? I think I always need to do the Reds. I always need to be able to do the Reds. We could do Illaoi. This is so close. So we could do the Illaoi. Because that gives me access to Tentacle Smash. So let's do it like this first. Let's do a Sejuani attack first, right? If the opponent blocks like this, we can go ahead and do the Riptide Rats. The opponent's going to have Tentacle Smash, potentially. We need to hit that Illaoi. Okay, we killed the Illaoi. That's what we're looking for. So this puts us at a good spot, because now he's going to have a second Illaoi to be able to kill us, to be able to really put a threat. And even if he has the second Illaoi, I feel like we have big enough blockers with Sejuani, the Tentacle that can continue to grow, and the Riptide Rats that we're not under threat from like an overwhelm. I really wish I could get either the Griffo Ranger or another. Yeah, okay, so he gets the second Illaoi. Okay. Gets the second Illaoi, so the Illaoi goes up to 5 attack. Illaoi goes up to 5 attack. We don't draw our guy, right? Actually, it's not gonna go to 5 attack. It's gonna go even more. You know, I think we do parley right now. So let's say we do the parley right now. If the opponent has a Tentacle Smash, the Tentacle goes up to freaking 4. And then he's able to kill us. No, I lie. We can't do the Tentacle Smash. It has to be the Anakaboros. We can't do the parley right now. The threat of the Tentacle Smash is too big for us. It's gonna make us lose, right? So it has to always be playing it slow. Because I'm pretty sure Kever has the Tentacle Smash. Because the moment that he's able to do the Tentacle Smash, he's able to always bypass. Okay, well, if he goes like this, now I know he doesn't have Tentacle Smash. We can go here. Call it a day. Just freeze everything right now. We know he doesn't have Tentacle Smash anymore. His Illaoi at most can only get to 4. Right? And that's never enough. Oh, he just passed. He just passed. Huh. That's a crazy pass. Let's do Illaoi. Because he can always pull this guy anyways if he wanted to. So I'm not too concerned. We have double overwhelm here. Perfect.
Life has so much to offer.
We still don't get... It's crazy to me that we still don't get... We go like this. This is full overwhelm everywhere. Yeah, this should be fine. Well, we lose the Sejuani. That's a mistake. We should have attacked with the Illaoi first. We lose the Sejuani here, but I don't see how the opponent survives this, right? And then we have Tentacle Smash plus Illaoi still available, and we have a big Tentacle. We have the Fury of the North. Yeah. Even though we lose the Sejuani, we kept every one of our other units, which is what matters. And because we have Tentacle Smash, opponent would have needed to open attack. At the open attack, we're never being enough. It's just kind of crazy that we still didn't draw like any of our like the warning shots, right? I mean, I guess we used one early in the game, but that was a good game. That was a good game. I think I had to do a lot of thinking and kind of play around his cards pretty well. So GG's covered. All right, so Nami Twisted Fate, but a different version, right? So not SI, not PNC. When he's playing Bandle, which I have no idea what this means or what we should expect here. But I think the party is going to be good. I think the party is going to be good in this matchup, right? Because the party is still getting the Burblefish. And also get the Octopus, as you can see right here. I think I'm going to wait until next turn and just do it when I have the Black Marker Merkin on the field. Able to use the Black Marker Merkin at the same time and just kind of steal one of his cards. Now, I guess this could get punished, right? But I don't think the opponent has a way to punish this. And now we get value here, and we can do the Seized Boys next turn, and we can even do Illaoi the turn after. I think at this point, oh, that's a good draw. I think at this point, we just put a ton of pressure on the opponent, right? We can put a ton of pressure by literally playing on curve. Seized Boys, Illaoi, and start working on those tentacles. While having the group shot available to be able to kill one of his early units. Tentacle Smash, so we can even kill the Tentacle Smash if we wanted to. Let's just do the Seized Boys right now. When it tries to make something, we just group shot. Yeah, I guess we're gonna just go like this. Let's just do the Seized Boys right now, right? I mean, sorry, let's just attack with the Seized Boys. I guess we could just attack. No, let's do the Illaoi. This means that we guarantee 2 tentacles. If opponent has a second Tentacle Smash, it's a little bit annoying. Yeah, double trouble is not enough unless he gets high roll here. No, it doesn't get a high roll. So at least this way we Illaoi hits for 3. I guess he could stop the damage here, to be honest, because he can block with the 3 health unit and block with the pits. And he will take 0 damage and stop our Sejuani level up. And I wonder if the opponent thinks that's worth it for them. Because they're opting that it's not worth it. We have a pretty big... Like, this is going to be a game that we win through Illaoi, I think. Because we're going to have a second Seized Boys. So this Tentacle is going to go up to 5 on our next attack. This is a problem for the opponent. I'm actually not going to commit to the level up on Sejuani anymore. I think we can win this game. And the opponent doesn't even play around Tentacle Smash. Second Illaoi here or Tentacle Smash will punish them so bad. Alright, I mean, I guess if you're going to play it like that, be my guess. It's going to be a little bit annoying here. Because all his units are going to be pretty big. When it can prank. Yeah, so I think at this point we keep the warning shot for the Riptide Rats. I don't think there's any reason to play for the Sejuani level up. Because I think this game we're going to try to win with Illaoi instead. Right, because Illaoi, it's not going to be leveling up yet, but it's going to be very close to it. So we go here. It's going to be 11. Yeah, well, I'm going to be 1 off, huh? Going to be 1 off, unfortunately. Imagine if I had Tentacle Smash. But it could technically potentially kill the Illaoi here if he buffs his units enough. Iron Akaboros is not enough. It will kill our Seized Boys, though. Will kill our Seized Boys. I'm gonna get so much value here. Again, at this point, we're just playing for the Riptide Rats. I think the Riptide Rats is what's gonna swing the game here. He cannot kill the Tentacle unless he has one more. Because the next spell he does is buffing the pits. So no matter what, he can now kill the Tentacle. He can now kill Illaoi. So we can just do the Yodel Grifter. Have another war. Oh, and if he goes like this, he loses to the Make It Rain as well. Wow. I'm willing to take my odds. Okay, well, now he makes it, so it's 100% guaranteed that we kill the Nami, right? Now, I'm gonna do it now. I guess we could have the Octopus, right? Because he did just play the Trinket trade. Yeah, there's the Octopus. We make it rain. We hit the Nami. We win the game. That slows him down a lot. Hitting that Nami slows him down a lot. And that's all I care about, right? Illaoi's gonna level up next time this Tentacle guy attacks. We're gonna go for the warning shot. And even if you go for the warning shot, it's okay, because we have another one that's gonna cost 0. So it doesn't matter to me. I guess the only problem is that we do potentially die to the elusives. Well, maybe not anymore, because we have the Shelly as a blocker. So we have the Shelly as a blocker. Even if the opponent gets like elusive shenanigans, right? And we have double warning shot to actually trigger the Shelly. Okay. We can always trigger Riptide Reds anyways, right? Because of the Illaoi attack. I think at this point we just go like this. Dare the opponent to try to do anything. Because again, because we have the Shelly in the field, it means that we have a good elusive blocker and the opponent cannot do anything to us. I think it... do we ever just open with the Illaoi attack? Because the best thing opponent can do for us is attack here and level up the Illaoi. Because if he attacks and we keep our Tentacle alive and the Illaoi leveled up, he just straight up loses. He knows we can trigger Shelly. Okay, yeah, he's gonna just kill... Okay, so he's gonna just kill the... He got that from the coral creatures. That's unfortunate. So he's just gonna go for the kill on the Illaoi, which makes sense. Yeah, you always kill the Illaoi here, right? Sure. You always go for the Illaoi kill right here. You need to make sure you pull with one of your units that have 3 attack, though. Yeah. Yep, there you go. That's the way that's the way that you're supposed to pull. So, Gordon gets there, finds the line. No reason to commit our warning shots because we know we're not gonna be able to kill his units. He got that from the Burblefish, unfortunately. That's a pretty good roll for them, right? Here we can just do this. Opponent knows that we had it. Unfortunately, the elusive stays alive. But opponent gonna need to block, right? Fortunately, the elusive stays alive. But opponent's gonna have to have another Nami. For that elusive to really be a threat, it needs to be a second Nami. And they need to open attack before we can do the second Rex. Because opponent needs to block here because he's pushing 6 damage. Add Nakaboros. It's not enough. It's not enough because you're forced to block with the Burblefish. Unless you have a second one in your hand. Oh, double throw. Okay, so that means he doesn't have to block with the Burblefish anymore. He can block with everything else. Take 0 damage. Keep the Burblefish alive. And hope that he gets the Nami. But if he does that route, we still get hit by... Like, he needs to block everything. Because if he doesn't block here, he loses the warning shot. Yeah. So now we can just do warning shot into Riptide Rats. We have exactly 12 mana next time to do it. Triple Burblefish. That's a little bit annoying. 3, 5, 7. Okay, this should be game, right? At the very least, we either kill all his Burblefish. Or we're pushing lethal damage. Yeah, this is exactly lethal and he kills his whole board. Opponent potentially had the 7 mana spell that buffs all his elusives. And if he had that, he had to do it right away before summoning the Conchologist. Right? Because then that means that the Riptide Rex would have actually killed him. But if opponent had it and they got greedy, then that's on them. So, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going against Heimerdinger Jayce, which Should be interesting. I mean, we do have Tentacle Smash, which is really good against their units. Make It Rain could be pretty good as well, and we have Sejuani to kind of lock them down. I kind of like this whole hand. Obviously, the only downside is that we don't get turn 1. We don't get the turn 1 hit, which kind of sucks a little bit. Alright, but this is setting up our Tentacle Smash to do a really big threat. We get the Yoro Grifter, which is nice. Yeah, Sejuani is going to be a little bit slowed down, which could be a problem. When it could Mystic right here, decides not to. Decides not to Mystic. Production Surge, please, please, please. We do it right now before the opponent is able to do the Headstick Handler. So we have to do the Make It Rain right now before the opponent is able to do the Headstick Handler. Because if they have the Headstick Handler, then those turrets would not become 2 HP and a Make It Rain would not be able to kill them. So, unfortunately, you have to do it that way. Come on, I know you want to. No, okay, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Shock Blast is not bad. Yeah, that's the Headstick Handler that we talked about, right? So that's literally the reason why we attacked the way that we did. Unfortunately, it does mean that all his units are gonna be a little bit bigger now than we would like. We don't need to do anything, because on the open attack, opponent has to either block with the handler or take 6 damage. So I like doing this here. Yeah, so he loses the Headstick Handler. We go ahead, push another 3. Go ahead and level up Sejuani a little bit more. We have the Shock Blast. We have the Shock Blast. We do lose the Tentacle, which means that our Tentacle Smash is a lot weaker. You cannot kill Heimer or Jayce. That's a problem. I think we still go for it. And we Make It Rain. Kind of sucks though, right? Having to do the Make It Rain like this when you're not hitting anything. But I think the threat of Heimer is too big, right? The threat of Heimer is just too big. Oh, he thought we had another Tentacle Smash? Like, why do it that way? Let's go ahead and do the Mirai first. The opponent's gonna summon the turret, and we can at least kill the turret. If the opponent doesn't summon the turret, I mean, at this point, do we just wait until next turn then? I think at this point, we can just wait until next turn. The opponent really got value here, so there's no reason to kill the Heimer right now. He could have the Shock Blast, I guess, which would be kind of annoying. It will give him the Elusive turret, but we also have our own Shock Blast to kind of play around it. Okay, so he gets this guy. You go like this, just let this Heimer out of the way right now. I'm willing to take the 7 damage here, because I think I'm just going to go Sejuani next turn. So I'm willing to take the 7 damage, because we're always going to kill that Floor Be Gone by pulling with Sejuani, right? Now, this is risky, because now we potentially lose to the burn. But I'm going to assume that the burn is not going to be a threat. So I think we're just going to Sejuani here. If opponent has the Vengeance, he wants to Vengeance Sejuani. So we're always going to pull with the Yoro Grifter, by the way. Well, opponent just stepped out of Vengeance, right? So that means that they don't have the Vengeance. So we can go like this. And then go over here. Opponent just tapped out of Vengeance, so I don't need to worry about the Vengeance. So now we can just easily attack with the Sejuani and call it a day. Second Headstick Handler is a little bit annoying, but the Shock Blast is going to be one of the things that punishes them. And obviously now we also have a Sejuani in the field, which is going to lock them down. Now, Jayce could be annoying. Jayce could be pretty annoying, because opponent really has leveled up Jayce. Yeah, double Headstick Handler is so good for him. Opponent's at 13 HP. We technically have 4 damage in our hand. The overwhelms are going to do a lot of damage every single time. Goes for the Financier, so they're looking for like an out here. They're looking for an out. We can Battle Feast this guy if we ever need to. We have the Shock Blast. Ruination could be a problem, I guess. Ruination could be a problem, but I don't know how much I need to actually worry about it. They could try to kill the Sejuani. If they do, we can commit the Shock Blast. We don't need to have Sejuani on the field right now. So he's looking for a Vengeance, I think. Right? We can always block the Headstick Handler with a 2-1. It's not a problem. I don't mind blocking with the 2-1, right? Opponent knows that if he attacks, we always have the warning shot as well. So that's probably why they're not attacking anyways. Do we just Shock Blast now? Why don't we just Shock Blast now and call it a day? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Force the opponent to do something. So we Shock Blast now. Opponent has 2 created cards, right? Okay. Not too concerned about this, because opponent still has, like, we're still just finishing with warning shot here, right? Did opponent forget about my warning shot? So he just gives me the free rocket? Opponent must have forgotten about. So he still has 2 created cards that we haven't seen. We get another warning shot, so that's pretty nice for us. We go like this. I don't want to put damage on my... I kind of don't want to put damage on my Sejuani, to be honest. Well, I guess we have 2 more of her, right? So it's okay. We have 2 more of her, so it's okay. One goes down to 5 HP. We still keep a full board and have 2 more Sejuanis in our hand. One is going to just have access to a Shock Blast here, though, which is kind of annoying. We could force something out of him right now by doing the Battle Feast. I think it's fine. I think we can play it slow. I think we're always able to refill our board faster than the opponent can. Even if he has a Shock Blast right here, we have 2 more Sejuanis, right? Ruination doesn't matter, so he got that from Flash of Brilliance. That's a nice high roll from Flash of Brilliance. Opponent's gonna have to have Thermal or Vengeance here. That's a good roll. That's a good roll. That's a good draw, sorry. Opponent's down to 5. How doesn't turn a Vengeance, which is pretty good for us.
Remember, we're the ones who make progress happen.
You can pass. This is lethal in the open. Right? Opponent's gonna have to have Vengeance here. This is lethal in the open unless the opponent has exactly Vengeance. Battle Feast. So this is just game then, right? I leave him at 1 HP, but anything that he does, he loses to the warning shot. So there we go. So I was okay pressing okay there, by the way, because the opponent's at 1 HP, which means that they always lose to the warning shot, which is more efficient than trying to do the Battle Feast there in response to his Battle Feast, which should have then have us lost to a Vengeance. But if they have Vengeance, I think they always used it. So we got a little bit lucky there. We ended up getting our Sejuanis down. Opponent didn't have any Vengeance, so we wished to deal with her. Ended up high rolling the Ruination from the Flash of Brilliance, but that was not going to be enough, so GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Fielder Rush, which I think is going to be really bad for us because we don't really have a way to stop his Fielder Rush. And he can just Battle Feast, and like slowly just kill us, which is really bad. I don't mind the Grifter, and I don't mind the Sejuani. Double Sejuani is not good for us. The Mirai Warden is going to have a hard time pushing damage, but because we didn't have any other unit, I think I kind of had to keep her, right? Our only hope here, I guess having double Sejuani is not bad, because the first Sejuani always dies to the Vengeance, so we can potentially quote-unquote lock him down. We're going to have to go like this. We are going to have to open attack, just because the opponent has access to an Avalanche now. Right? Now, if the opponent could well here, decides not to, he could just go for ramp right now. Yeah, there you go, Catalyst of Eons. So he just go for the Catalyst. We're never gonna do the Mirai Warning because that's opening Subtotal Beam. And this is what I was talking about. Like, I don't think we're ever gonna get anywhere that we need to in this matchup. That's a good draw though. Like, that's a really good draw. So we're gonna have to go where? We're gonna have to go here, I guess. Or we can do Make It Rain, either way. Opponent just attacks with the Trundle. We just block with the Warden Spray, which is fine. Yeah, it's always going to be the same thing, regardless of what they do. We lose to an Avalanche if we don't open attack. Opponent could have the Well here. I think at this point, all I can do is try to turbo level Sejuani and try to lock him down that way. But that's never gonna happen, right? Because the opponent's gonna have access to vengeances and ruinations. So I don't think there's ever a world where we can actually kill him. Oh, we can actually lock him down, sorry. Especially because I'm gonna have to spend another one of my cards next turn to be able to do it. I'm okay doing the Jagged Butcher right here. Take advantage of the fact that it just got triggered. Opponent goes for the Ice Pillar, and now we just lose the game, right? Like, look at that. Opponent's gonna be able to feel the rush next turn before we're able to even have Sejuani leveled up. So how do we realistically ever lock them down? This is always a problem matchup. Even when wow, that was 4. So yes, 1, 3 more ACOS cards. So he definitely has to feel the rush then, right? Definitely has to feel the rush. So let's do this. He could have the It That Stairs right here. I'm okay with the It That Stairs, right? Oh, it just pushes to the old one, so that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. We can try to push a ton of damage if we can. Again, if the opponent has a whale, we get punished regardless. Yeah, if the opponent has a whale, we're always gonna get punished here. Not only that, but we also don't get the Tentacle, unfortunately. We can have the Sejuani available, but opponent just needs to feel the rush. I mean, at least we drew the second freeze, which is, the last warning shot, which is kind of nice. We would need to have Riptide Rats, I think. If we have Riptide Rats, we might have a chance. Okay. So it's gonna be Vengeance next turn then. Opponent discarded one of their own cards as well, Karen Keeper. So Riptide Rex could give us a chance, but I don't think so. Not with 2 of his big units having regeneration. This is gonna lock him down for at least 2 turns. Unfortunately, we don't have the... because we're not playing Gangplank, it's actually worse into this matchup, right? If we had Gangplank, we'd be a little bit better into this matchup, so we could potentially burn him down. Yeah, he just goes like this. We just go here. And then he just summons something else and calls it a day. So that's 1 Vengeance gone. Opponent just does the second Vengeance next turn. And he does the same thing. So he could easily have the second Vengeance. A Rabin. That does heal him too. But he does put his units a little bit vulnerable. So we can technically trigger the Sejuani here. By doing this. Again, no Riptide Rats. That would have been our only savior, right? No Riptide Rats is kind of rough. I'm guessing opponent's gonna try to freeze this, say girl, or feel the rush. I think I'm okay with that. I mean, I say that. I'm quote-unquote okay with this, right? Because now that's 2 big 10-10s that we're gonna have to commit the warning shot for next turn to open with. And there's like nothing that we can do about it. We still attack with the Illaoi anyways, even though he obviously just blocks with the Trundle, just so that we can get the Tentacle on the field. No reason not to. Okay, so we go like this. We push 1 damage, so we can at least do the Black Market Merkin. Maybe we get something like Feel the Rush. Atrocity is not bad. Atrocity is not bad. This is 6, and this the rats. This is 6. This is 10. So we tend to have enough mana to do the Atrocity play. That added another 6. So opponent has 1, 2, 3, and 3 more in his hand that are like... yeah, we go like this because this is gonna start leveling up the Illaoi. I really want to do this. Wow, I really would like to do the rats right now. But then I feel like if we do the rats, we just lose the game because we don't have enough mana for the Atrocity. Because the rats is just going to hit his regeneration unit, so I don't think the rats even matters anymore. Doesn't even feel like the rats matters anymore. Do we... Opponent still has access to a Vengeance, right? When he still has access to Vengeance, he gets to kill our units here. Most of my things are gonna hit. I guess we can try to hit Trundle twice. Yeah, at least we killed the Trundle, I guess. That's not bad. And the Ice Pillar is gonna die as well. The Ice Pillar dying is actually bad for us, because it means that we don't have a way to pull with Sejuani next turn, right? But then also put himself out of range of the Atrocity play. Well, actually, you know, he's gonna go back down to 9, so... Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, never mind. That's the third Trundle. That's the third Trundle, and we know that when his Trundle got buffed by 6 in this attack, it was these 3 cards, and 3 more in his hand that were 8 costs or more. Which means that he has 3 more cards in his hand that are 8 costs or more.
Why are you wasting life?
So we know he only has 1 card that's not 8 costs or more. That's actually not bad odds of us dodging the freeze or the vengeance. Like, those are not horrible odds for us. Those are not horrible odds for us.
Bristle, attack. Come, test yourself.
So we can start with the Fury here. On the Sejuani on the left, right? This will force out some damage. Well, no, because now if he blocks this way, he's always able to kill the Sejuani regardless. We will have to go with these 3 sisters, right? Now, we did nap this from him. So I'm going to start here so that we can keep the second Sejuani, right? One is going to live at 1 though if I do it like this. One gets to stay at 1 HP if I do it like this. Wait. So we got it? Alright. We're going to play for our outs. So opponent just top deck that second guy. If he has the freeze, he wins. If he has a Battle Fist, he wins. So we would need to top deck. Ay, ay, ay. So we're going to need to top deck a warning shot, make it rain, right? Huh. Wow. Wow. This is crazy. I should have gone for a last turn, to be honest. I didn't realize that the opponent was... It's so risky, because we lose to so many things if we just ripped it. Right? Wow. That was close. That was close. We lost to so many things if we just ripped it, right? Yeah, because here he gets buffed by another 5. So literally his whole hand gets 1, 2, 3, and 2 more 8-cost cards. If I could have ripped the last turn instead of the Riptides, right? No, I think I should have just gone for a this turn, right? We could have gone the Fury and the Riptides would have been enough. Or we could have just passed because we knew we had no way to do it. But if we pass, then we lose to the open attack. I think it was just Doom. It's hard to, like, the Atrocity nab was really good. Gave us an out. But it's really hard to actually play it against them because they have Vengeance, they have Freeze. So I never felt comfortable doing it last turn until he tapped out of the mana. So yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against 4LW playing Elise Kindred. What is 4LW testing here? This is interesting. I like this whole hand though. Even without knowing what he's playing, I really like this whole hand. Now, I'm guessing this is going to be a control deck, obviously, right? Because we're playing Kindred, we're playing Noxus, and we're playing Shadow Owls. This is... Okay, yeah, so it is going to be just kind of like a control deck then, huh? What we can try to do is at least try to steal some of his stuff. See how that goes. Oh, that's a really good hit. That's a really good hit. I will tell you that. That's a really good hit. Tentacle Smash can kill the Elise, right? So we can do the parley. We can do the parley and kill the spider, but I think that's too risky. Why don't we just do this and call it a day? So we can just Tentacle Smash, get the Elise out of the way, but then that means we have no way to kill the Kindred. So maybe that was a mistake from us. Because now he will be able to just kill us. I mean, he'll be able to kill us with the Kindred later on. Like, this is a consideration that it was better. Now, I could get greedy here. Yeah, we're gonna go like this. I was gonna get greedy and open attack so I could get a second Black Market Merchant, but now that we got Illaoi, it always makes sense to just go for the Illaoi since we have the Tentacle on the field. That way we get the buff, right? Okay, I mean, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Obviously, he's gonna just block the Tentacle right here. He could have the Flock and block both, and that will delay our Sejuani by another turn. But I don't think it's actually worth it for him to bother doing that. I want to get really, really greedy with this Black Market Merchant, and he's... Guess this is not bad, though, right? We just go like this. Let's go like this and just do the second Black Market Merchant right now. And again, I'm just gonna get really greedy with the having two merchants when we summon the Grifter. That's a really good draw. That's a really good draw. Yeah, he's gonna have to kill one of these no matter what. Kinda has to, right? Like, he really, really has to. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's just get all the value that we can. Yeah, I know. I've been trying to get greedy for this 4LW, so... Now, we have a way to kill his units. He's gonna just do the whale. What if we just push damage? What if we just do the Arachnoid Sentry here and just push all this damage instead? This is 3, 6, 7... This is 3, 6, 9, 11. So he has to kind of just block here. Because if they don't block, he's gonna be in trouble. We could even do the Pharaoh next turn, which is going to force out the second Vengeance, because opponent already committed one Vengeance. We have the Tentacle Smash in case if we need to. And we have double Warning Shot, so if opponent gets a little bit too low, that could be a part. Yeah, see that literally had to force out a flock from him. So that forced out the flock. The problem here is that he will be able to now have the Tybalt, which could be a little bit annoying to deal with. So he's gonna have the Tybalt. We're gonna have the Pharaoh. We can do the Warning Shot. Yeah. And I think he knows that. I don't understand. Okay, so if you guys know 4LW, he loves to emote all the time. So I can't even tell if he's actually doing GG or he's just annoyed about the fact that we got this Pharaoh like that. I'm willing to take this. I'm willing to block like this, and then we're gonna do Warning Shot so that we can level up Sejuani. I guess we don't need to be honest. We can just save it for next turn. Yeah, we don't need to do the Warning Shot right now, right? So he's gonna make sure that this dies. We can Sejuani to kill the Spiderling while having Warning Shot in the back of our hand to level up Sejuani if we need to. This gives us the 4 mana for the Tentacle Smash. Ruination, okay. And then he's gonna lose here, right? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. So, how do we do this? Let's do the Mirai. This is a little bit... I figure that this has the potential to be more damage than Jagged Butcher, right? Because Jagged Butcher could have gotten us there, but, yeah. It was risky, though, not playing around it. Like, not playing around that, not playing around the Ruination was kind of risky, right? If we go like this, we go down to 12. If we go here... No, I think it has to be like this, and then we Tentacle Smash, right? We can Tentacle Smash, Warning Shot, Warning Shot, Warning Shot, have Jagged Butcher. And I don't want to do the Decimate just yet. I'm going to assume he could have a second Whale, right? So the second Whale means that he will be able to kill our 1 health units. Biofeast also does it. Like, there's a million ways that he could kill our 1 health units here. Right? Battle Feast, we can start that with the Glimpse. So that's pretty good. And that's his third Battle Feast, if I remember correctly. And there we go. Yeah, the nap ended up being really useful for us. Like, between the Farron, the Glimpse, like, everything that we napped from him ended up actually being useful for us. So, GG's. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're up against Shrooms. So, this is going to be Caitlyn and Teemo, which I haven't seen anybody play this deck in a while. But, okay, the Make It Rain is really good, though, right? Can kill the Teemo. Honestly, the Warning Shot is not bad, because they have a lot of things that we can eat up. I wonder if I'm supposed to keep this whole hand like this. But yeah, so we're up against... Oh, that's a pretty good draw. That's a really good draw as well, because it lets us start building up on the Tentacle. Just in case that the opponent doesn't have the Teemo right here, which doesn't look like they do. Which means that now we can just do, you know, Illaoi whenever we need to. Let's go ahead and just do this now. That advances our Sejuani. And there we go. We get the Chump Wump. Which is pretty good. We're going to open attack. So I'm going to open attack. Actually, what if we do the Chump Wump? Let's say that the opponent has Caitlyn or has the Puff Cap Peddler. If they block one of our 2 health units with that unit, then it means that the Caitlyn just dies to the Make It Rain next turn. So I'm completely okay with this. Yep. And he went right for it. So now the Caitlyn is vulnerable to the Make It Rain, and we ended up pushing 4 damage that we wouldn't have pushed otherwise. I'm not too scared of the... Heck, we can do it 2 ways. We can Make It Rain, or we can just parley now, right? Well, do we ever just parley? What do they have? Stress defense? If they have the stress defense... If they have the stress defense, they're gonna have it regardless. Right? They can say the Caitlyn regardless whether we do Make It Rain or the other way, if they have the stress defense. The Shrooms actually end up being really good for us because it's synergizes with Sejuani, which is kind of nice. One is gonna go ahead and do a 4-cost thermal. Wow. Sure. Let's just do it now. This still gives us enough mana to do Illaoi plus Make It Rain next turn. Don't think I'm too concerned about anything here. This is still a 4/4 that the opponent has to deal with, right? While we also have Illaoi here. Honestly, the downside of putting the Puff Caps is now that every time we nap, he actually has a chance of hitting us, right? If he blocks the Illaoi here, the Caitlyn once again will die to the Make It Rain. Opponent's gonna go ahead and take the block. I guess he doesn't want Sejuani to level up. Like, ironically, now every time we nap, we're actually potentially getting a Puff Cap. So... he should have picked... He only picked... Okay, so he picked either the Grifter or he picked... Actually, we didn't know we should pick, right? Because we only played 2 Riptide Rats. So we know we already drew 1 Black Market Merchant, and we already knew we drew 1 Grifter, and we only played 2 Riptide Rats, if I remember our deck list correctly. Which means that we actually don't know which one he picked. Because... anyone that he would have picked there would have been exactly 6 Shrooms, no matter what. Okay, there we go. Now we don't need to bother with Make It Rain, although we're still gonna use it just so that the Caitlyn doesn't get to push damage. Actually, I don't think we do, right? Or do we take this 3 damage? No, I don't think we do. I think we just go ahead and just get the Flash Bombs in. It kind of sucks, right? But I think it's fine.
Safety will cost you.
Okay, we didn't draw the Shrooms, but we did draw Karina, which is pretty nice. And then we can do the Jagged Butcher here. And then we have Sejuani next turn, the Caitlyn. Opponent could have a Flash Bomb that hits here. The other Flash Bombs don't matter that much. Only the Flash Bomb here really matters to us. We hit the Shroom. We hit a second Shroom and a Flash Bomb. Oh, no Flash Bomb. Okay, so opponent just got super unlucky there. Opponent got really unlucky. We ended up not hitting any of the Flash Bombs. So we end up still keeping our Chump Wump alive. Don't think I care about that. I'm going to keep the Sejuani spell in the back, right? I think the Sejuani spell is going to be more important for later. We can go like this. This is pushing the 1 damage. Sejuani levels up. And our opponent should lose the game right here. Because as soon as we have the Sejuani spell, we're able to buff up this guy, right? In case the opponent goes for a Mystic shot over here. Yeah, there you go. There's the Mystic. That's what we go like this. And now he's still taking 17. He would need to have a Get Excited on top of it. No, that's not enough. He had a 9, which means that he picked the middle spell, which I didn't realize what it was. Is he trying to make us draw? Yeah, he's going to try to make us draw. So he's going to try to make us draw, which potentially... doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? This is still lethal. I would need to literally draw 18 of the 19 shrooms. I guess I could draw 3... Oh, and he also got to draw a shroom right here. I guess I could draw the flash bombs, right? The flash bombs could be kind of tricky here, depending where I draw them. He ended up taking 3 damage from the shrooms anyways. Oh, wow, the flash bomb hit over here. I got really lucky this game with the flash bombs. We really didn't hit any flash bombs to the end there, and that was only 1. And that's the problem with that Teemo Caitlyn deck, that the flash bombs can be just really hard to hit a lot of times. So yeah, GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you enjoyed those games. As you see, the deck really plays a lot like your usual Plunder deck. With the added benefit of just having Illaoi becomes such a big threat sometimes, which is really, really nice for this deck. But at the end of the day, really the main way that you're winning games is just having Sejuani kind of lock the opponent and just pushing all the damage that comes out after that. So it's really, really nice. And you even saw the Black Market American putting in some work a lot of times. Obviously, Nap can just be really good no matter what. So yeah, enough about that. So in terms of mulligan tips, obviously, I want to be able to attack early on, right? So if I have the attack token on 1, right, I might want to keep the Butcher so that I can just summon it and attack with it in turn 1 and start working on Sejuani level up. You can keep the Watchful Idol because you can start working on the Tentacles really easily. If you're attacking on turn 2, it can be really nice because you can just open attack with that Tentacle if the opponent doesn't summon a blocker on turn 1. You can also keep the Parley if you know that the opponent has a lot of 1 health units, and you can punish that if they summon 1 on turn 1. And then really, again, you kind of want to go with early units early on first. So kind of Jagged Butcher, Watchful Idol. The Black Market Merchant is a little bit awkward to keep. I will only keep him if I know I have an easy way to trigger him. Like if I really have a warning shot and I'm attacking in turn odds, right? Because if I'm not attacking on 2, I can do warning shot into Black Market Merchant and, you know, both advance of Sejuani and get some value here. But aside from that, I wouldn't keep the Black Market Merchant that much. I will keep Sejuani. I usually like to keep 1 Sejuani if I know I'm up against a matchup that I want to lock down with Sejuani, and if the rest of my hand is already good enough. Otherwise, you kick everything else, right? Tentacle Smash can be good as well if you know you need to remove something. But for the most part, Mirai Warden, Watchful Idol, Jagged Butcher, and some of your spells depending on the game, like Make It Rain is good as well if you know you're gonna be able to remove their 1 health units and kind of go from there. Again, you're trying to level up Sejuani as soon as you can, but at the same time you're pushing a lot of chip damage because of how many units you have on the field. But yeah, enough about that. Hope you all enjoyed this deck. Again, credits to Sudrakon for kind of, I don't know if he created the deck, but at least I saw him win the tournament with it, so that's pretty cool. He jumped out at me right away as soon as I saw it. As always, if you like the content, please make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LoR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Twitch Sirturmund. We will stream 3 to 4 times a week usually. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again on Sunday.